Orion the Hunter. Orion was a great warrior and a great hunter, but there were some problems in the land. There was this great big old monster that was out there. Now it was eating up some of our cattle and sheep and scaring our kids around. The king said whoever killed that bad monster would get to marry his beautiful daughter. You guys want to help Orion out a little bit? Yeah, it's a slingshot. Ready? 1, 2, 3, slingshot around there. Good job. Orion came back. See, the king said, King, you promised I'd get to marry your beautiful daughter. And the king said, well, I'm sorry, Orion, but I've changed my mind. You're too big and you're too ugly for my daughter. Now, wait a minute. You promised I'm going to go get her. He jumped up there to kidnap her, but the king found out about that. Now, he asked a sorcerer like Harry Potter to put 2 spells in your pocket to blind his eyes. Ready? Grab one of them out, throw it on his eyeball. Get the other one out, throw it on his eyeball. Now, can you go hunting all blinded like that? No, he can't either. He's trying to chase a squirrel up a tree, but he couldn't do it. He's also getting pretty skinny on this new blind diet, isn't he? Now, the gods had pity on him, and they sent the one-eyed Cyclops down to turn him around toward the rising sun. He can go back to being a great warrior and a great hunter. Now, while he's out there hunting one day, he came across Diana, the goddess of the hunt. He fell in love with her. But she's not supposed to fall in love with anybody. She made a promise never to get married, and her brother here, Apollo, knows about it. He has to find a way to get rid of her boyfriend. Here's his plan. Now, while Orion's out there fishing one day, Apollo said, hey, Diana, come out here, sister. I know you're pretty good with that bow and arrow, but I bet you can't hit that little brown spot out there. She said, oh, yes, I can, brother. Watch this. I am good. I'm really good. I'm better than all the... Oh, what'd she do? She killed her boyfriend. We washed up on shore dead that afternoon, and she was so sad about it. And she was crying, you made me kill my boyfriend. And she asked all of her friends, hey, friends, help me. Let's pick him up, and let's throw him in the sky. Ready? 1, 2, 3. And they threw him up in the sky as Orion, the great warrior, and the great hunter up in the sky. Now, is he dead? No. He's alive up in the sky. And you can see him in the wintertime about 9 o'clock at night. Now, you know who sees him every night? His girlfriend, Diana. What do you think she's carrying in her hands there? You're right. It's the moon. Every night, the moon is about 50 minutes late coming up. Some people say it's because she's stopping to see her boyfriend up in the sky. Well, she loves him. You know how I know? She gave him presents. Because when you go hunting in the South, you take your big dog with you, and you take some other dogs with you, little dog with you. And one of the dogs chase all the time. Old Lepus the hare. Have they ever caught that rabbit yet? No, not yet. The kids cannot catch that rabbit, and they are starving to death. Well, let's look up in the sky, and let's see if we can see some beautiful stars up there where Orion is in the southern sky in wintertime. He has 3 good stars right in the middle of the screen there, and you can see that's where Orion's belt in. Take his belt on up, and then you get the Betelgeuse. It's a big red star. Up top is his head, and on his other shoulder, some people see him shooting a bow and arrow. Some people say he just killed the lion. Now, as we trace the belt on down to his shoe, there's Rigel, and Rigel is a blue star, and you know blue is the hottest of all the stars. And we get all up here, and that's basically the shape of Orion. Now, he's also a warrior, and he needs a sword, and where his sword is right here, right in there, that is, you may think that's 3 stars there, but really that's nebula stars. A whole bunch of clouds where stars are being born. They call it the star nursery, because many of the stars are being born in that area. Let's take a look at the 5 colors of stars that you can see in the southern sky around where Orion is about 9 o'clock in the wintertime. Orion has a blue star called Rigel, and some people say he's got the blue suede shoes like Elvis Presley, and so he's got blue shoes, and blue is the hottest of all. Now, as you go up the temperature here for the stars, the next one is in where the big dog is, or Canis Major, and it's called Sirius. Now, I'm Sirius. Get that dog out of here because I'm allergic to it. Sirius. There's a yellow star on the back side of Canis Major also called Wheezing. Now, I said get that dog out of here, and I'm sick. You know, I'm allergic to it, and I'm wheezing now. And it's called Wheezing Yellow. After yellow comes orange, and it's in Taurus the Bull, and it's called Aldebaran. Aldebaran's run, I say, or Aldebaran, because there's a bull chasing you. And it's an orange star. And the last one is Betelgeuse. And it is in Orion, and it's red. And you know why it's red? is because his girlfriend hit him in the shoulder when she hit him with that bow and arrow, and he's bleeding in the shoulder. And those are the 5 color stars, as you can see in the southern sky, where Orion is. Now, also in the southern sky, we can see a letter. If you go from where the Canis Minor is, down to Sirius, Big Dog, and up to Betelgeuse, the red star, and down to Rigel, the blue star, and back up to Aldebaran, the orange star, what letter is that? That's the wintertime W in the sky. And that is the story of Orion, the great warrior, and the great hunter.